Hey guys, it's masatonic. I'm bilingual harukist. 皆さん、こんにちは。バイリンガルハルキストのマサトニックです。Haruki Murakami book guide short story 19 Birthday Girl. So in this video, I'd like to talk about Haruki Murakami's very interesting short story, which is called Birthday Girl. Actually, I really like this short story. It's really nice birthday related stories. So let's move. Before moving to, I hope this video would make you want to read this very interesting story or make you read again. I hope. So let's move in. As always, its video consists of 3 parts: first overview, and second story, and third deep reading or reading tips from me. Okay, let's get started with overview. So this story is originally written for a collection of short stories, which is called Birthday Stories. This is the Japanese edition. In 2002 December, it was published. It's very interesting short story collection because it's including 13 birthday related stories from 13 writers, including Haruki Murakami himself, but basically from American writer. So to us Japanese, basically they are kind of foreign literature, or we could say American literature written in English by American writer. So, and then the reason of why Haruki Murakami make this book is when he is of course a very like to read so many novels, especially American novels, and he read a very interesting short story related to birthday in series, and he thought, oh, I'd like to translate this very interesting birthday related stories, and also not just a translate them, but he also wanted to collect another birthday related stories, and then also make his own birthday related stories written for it, and then collect them, and then as as a how to say, as a book, this is it. He had published. It's like a concept album, like just like that, right? And then he published it, birthday stories. This is very interesting. Of course, not just Haruki's one, Birthday Girl, but other writers from America, basically American, like Russell Banks, Paul Celler, and so Raymond Carver. Actually, Raymond Carver and Paul Celler's another works Haruki Murakami himself translated, but still another very interesting short story writer. Dennis Johnson, Daniel Lyons, Linda Saxon, Ethan Kenning, etc., etc. So, in a way, so to us Japanese, it's a kind of guidebook for the American literature, especially for short stories. So in a way, it's very interesting one. So I don't know how to a American reader accepts them, or how you enjoyed it. But anyway, it's very interesting collection, short story collection. So I highly recommend it one. But today, or basically concentrated Haruki Murakami's one, Birthday Girl. Yes, and after publishing this one, this work, Birthday Girl, also containing Blindwillowsleepingwoman, another collection of short stories. It was published in 2009 and November. And also, this one is also available in English. So both of them, Birthday Stories and Blind Widow Sleeping Woman, the Amazon link I put on below the description corner. So if you're interested, please check it. And this is in Japanese only, but in Japan, this text used a Japanese textbook in school or maybe high school, I guess. Wow, it's Haruki Murakami's is a text for a textbook. It's really interesting. I just wondering what kind of a class had taken place, will taken place, or I just and I'm very curious about it. But all right, it's an overview of the Birthday Girl. So what kind of story is it? So let's move in. It's very how to say, simple story, but a little bit complicated structure. It's basically a birthday story of protagonist when she was 20s, So, and then bit complicated means is not just how to say her story of 20 days, but in present protagonist, a woman and narrator, I maybe it could be Haruki Murakami himself, had a conversation in at present, and then during their conversation, they protagonist um, recollection or remembered when her 20th birthday, that kind of structure. Basically, their main story is going on the kind of past times when she was 20. But basically, on the other hand, the present time is in parallel. They had a conversation. So in turn, their episode is going on. So, and the reason why she talked about her, or remembering her 20th birthday is just they had a conversation related about 20th birthday. What kind of a 20th birthday they, in this case, basically, she experienced how she lived at the very precious time, and she remembering and talked to I about her 20th birthday. At that time, she had a part-time job at Italian restaurant, and of course, her 20th birthday. Originally, she had a plan to spending time with her boyfriend, but a few days before earlier the birthday, they had a kind of very serious quarrel, and after that, kind of almost breaking up. And she had no plan. She lost the plan of a birthday, and then her her friend asked her be- how to say a change asked her doing a part-time job instead of her because of her kind of sickness, and of course her friend is very apologized for her such a very precious day, asking for such a thing, but um, protagonist is okay accepted her friend's order because she will lost her birthday plan, and she had worked at her Italian restaurant when she was 20th birthday, when her 20th birthday, and as always she did, but something irregular things happen, and at restaurant there's a manager, and the manager has a kind of habit or ritual when the night he bring meal to his owner, and the owner's room is a same building. The Italian restaurant is ground floor, and the owner had a room on the sixth floor, room number 604. And then always this manager bring meal to owner to the sixth floor. But in this particular day, he had a kind of terrible a stomach ache, and he had to be she had to call ambulance, and he will go to hospital, so he couldn't doing that his duty, so he asked protagonist to bring meals to owner instead of him, and then she just accepted, and as he as he asked, she did, and bring his owner's dinner, like chicken dinner, to owner's room number 604, and the owner will appear, and this owner is very kind of interesting person, and this owner is bit strange, and the way of talking is very unique, and during their conversation, owner noticed this is today is a day of protagonist 20th birthday, and he really surprised and glad because such a 20th birthday girl bring his meal to him, such a special uh, especially that particular night, and he offer a kind of birthday gift to her, and of course she at first she just refused to receive it because just I because I did my duty, but owner insisted it. because 20th birthday is a very special day. So I I I will have a kind of gift to you, and the gift is very special. No, it's not just the ordinary things, but he offered her anything you mentioned your wish. I how to say, it's hard to explain it. Your wish will come true by my power, because this owner had some very mysterious power, some kind of magic power, the magic that make someone's wish come true. So please mention it. And at first, the protagonist is kind of surprised. Wow! But she she have something in mind, because this is her 20th birthday, but she spent very ordinary life, so doing a part-time job at a regular her Italian restaurant, but bringing meal to owner is very non-extraordinary things. So extraordinary things in the ordinary life is kind of very, very extraordinary, right? So, and then at first she just simply don't believe such an owner's magic power, but she just enjoyed just the kind of how to say feeling of extraordinarity, and then she will reply to him her wish. And then very interesting thing is that her wish is not written directly. At that moment, the story going back to present. So and she said I mentioned it my wish, and then I just listened to it, right? So didn't written her wish directly. And when owner listened to her wish, he kind of surprised, because wish itself not descriptive, but he thought that her wish is not a usual wish of such a young girl. So but still, of he just accepted, and he used his magic power. The magic power description is kind of interesting. He just concentrated and it just pam, and then he said, "Now your wish will come true." And then she just accepted the fact, oh, my wish to come true. So, and then she parted from her owner's room and going back to her usual part Italian restaurant. But other part-time friends just asked her what kind of person the owner, but she will not mention it how to say in detail, because she thought maybe that conversation they had with owners with she thought it's not a good thing to reveal that conversation, especially with related things. And her birthday episode is finished. And at present, going back to the present, I asked her two questions. First question is, did you that let's say uh, that wish is come true, or and did you how to say did you not neglect her wish, her some such a specific wish? So first question to his answer is half yes and half no, because she said that that it's simply she can't answer a how to say simply, because it's not a simple yes or no question. So because and then reader can't tell how reader didn't tell her wishes. What is her wish? So very kind of ambiguous. And also, second question: what did she not neglect choose that one particular wish? And also she replied very vaguely. But and instead of answer reply directly, she asked him back, what's what kind of wish did I uh, did I have when when I was there instead of her, and then he just thought it over, and he just simply he couldn't reply because he he almost lost memories of feelings when he was 20, so he couldn't simply imagine what kind of a wish he wished at the time. And then finally, the owner's comment is quoted and story is done. That kind of story. So basically, her protagonist's 20th birthday bring a meal to owner, and the owner offer a gift to such a with magical power. Her wish come true. There's such a story, and then whether her wish is come true or is really come true or not, it's not directly written. So that kind of story, how should we enjoy it? My uh, how to say, my recommendation, my tips from deep reading. First of all, let's think about how wish. Like I said, how wish is not directly mentioned or written, but maybe we can guess what kind of wish she can make, right? And second, let's think about owner in room number 604. In Murakami's novel, that this kind of number is very frequently appeared, such a mysterious number. Say, like in Pinball 1973, a twin girl 208 and 209, like that. So in this birthday girl, the owners them in 604, they might have some meaning. So let's think about it. What kind of me- meaning this number have? And I have my own interpretation, but it's of course it's just my interpretation. Maybe I will talk it later another video. And finally, remember or imagine your 20th birthday. So this is a very interesting activity from a novel. So I think novels a good point is, I'll say, remembering something related to novel. And this particular novel, Birthday Girl, is very uh, easily or urge reader to remembering their own 20th birthday. But unfortunately, I almost forget about my 20th birthday. Maybe I could have some drinking party with friends. I could have, but I I didn't have any memory, or I almost lost my memory during my 20th days. But anyway, this is very good opportunity to remember. Or if you're under 20s, so just imagine what kind of a 20th birthday you might have. All right. So uh, thank you for watching this video. So I hope this video might you make you want to read this very interesting birthday related story and make you want to read again. And if you have something some comment or feedback, I would appreciate. And also I'm very glad to if you subscribe my channel. All right. Like this, I always talk about Murakami's work, basically 2 or 3 video uploaded per week. So if you subscribe my channel, you will not miss any other interesting episode. So thank you for watching again. So let's see next video. See you. Bye.